Namaskar and welcome to my channel Samarpan Se Moksh. In this video, we will learn about the word from which the creation emerges and to which it merges to emerge again. Om. It is the beginning, middle, and end of all things. There is nothing outside of it. It is a whole universe. It is the past, present, future, and whatever else there is beyond the threefold division of time that is Om. But before we dive into the mysteries of this cosmic, eternal, timeless, ageless word, thanks to universe for everything. In this video, I will try to explain the meaning of universal word Om and the different parts that make up this sacred symbol. If we understand the meaning of any symbol or concept, then it becomes much easier for us to accept it and to practice it. Om is a universal sound. It is chanted at the beginning of a month. It is used in the Hindu rituals, healing practices, meditation, various spiritual disciplines. It is mentioned in Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, and many other classical Hindu texts. Yet, it is very surprising that many of us chant Om regularly but without understanding its meaning or finding the reason why it is called the universal mantra, why it is called Brahman, and why it is called the primordial sound from which the creation begins. Now, if we understand the true meaning, we will chant it in a more conscious way, devoted way, and with more respect rather than in a mechanical, repetitive way. Now, symbol of Om is a single syllable symbol. But when we speak Om, it is made up of two syllables. But when we chant, the sound is made up of three syllables, AUM. And these three syllables, they represent the three gunas, triple principle of creation, and three primary states of the consciousness. Manduk Upanishad is the shortest yet one of the most profound Upanishads. It consists of just 12 verses. It explores the nature of self through the symbol Om, breaking it into its components AUM, which represents the three states of consciousness, that is, waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. And beyond these three is the fourth state, which is called Turai, which represents the pure, undivided consciousness. Now we will learn about the symbol Om. The Om symbol consists of three curves, one semicircle, and one dot. It represents the three states of the consciousness. Fourth is Turai, which is beyond consciousness and is represented by the silence that follows M. The large curve, which is marked as 1, it represents letter A. It refers to the waking state, Vaishvanar Jagrat. One is conscious of the external objects or the gross objects and experience them through 7 limbs and 19 mouths. This I am going to explain later. The larger size indicates that this is the most common and the major state of the human consciousness, and duality exists in this, and the mind is governed by ego. Now I will explain the word, the 7 limbs, and the 19 mouths. Now, to understand this, we have to understand that the consciousness first manifested outward in the form of the Vaishvanar. This is the cosmic man, Mahapurush, Purushottam, or the Virat Purush. The term Vishwanar, that is, Vishv is the cosmos and the Nar is the man. Thus, this represents cosmic man. The heavens are his head, sun and moon are his eyes, the air is his breath, fire his mouth, water is his stomach, and the earth is his feet. Space is his body. The 7 limbs of the Vaishvanar, they cover the entire universe. And this is the same Vishwaroop or Virat whom Arjun saw in the battlefield and which is explained in the 11th Adhyay of Bhagavad Gita. This is the same Virat Roop which Krishna exhibited in the Kaurav court when he went there for the peacemaking. And this is the same Virat or the Purushottam or the Vishwaroop which Yashoda saw in the mouth of baby Krishna. Now we will find the meaning of 19 mouths. At the individual level, the consciousness, it operates through the four functions of the mind, which are man, chit, ahankar, and buddhi. Now these four operate through the five sense organs. The five sense organs are eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. The five organs of action, the hands, feet, mouth, anus, and genitals. And the five pranas, pran, apan, saman, udan, and vyan. Using these, the Jeev Atma experiences the gross world and the outer world. There is a knower, known, and knowing. And in this state, the Jeev Atma has ego, motive, desires, and duality. The upper curve, which is marked as 2, represents deep sleep, pragya, sushupti. Letter M, it is an unconscious state. The self is in a deep sleep. It is not aware of body or the functions of body, and there is no dreams or desire, no duality, no mental activity, but there is a stillness and consciousness. So when we get up from the sound sleep, we do not remember what happened to us during the sleep, and we feel fresh and our mind is at rest. All the impressions, they have become one, and there remains only bliss. Pragya is not an enlightenment. Even though it is a peaceful and blissful, it is not the ultimate state because it is associated with ignorance. There is no self awareness, and this state is a transitory state. The middle curve, it is represented by letter U. It is a dream state. It is also known as Tejas or Swapan. It starts from the middle and goes towards the right. It lies between deep sleep and the waking state. The word Tejas, it means light or brilliance. Now, in the waking state, we perceive the objects through the external light. But in the dream state, there is no external light. The mind itself creates the dream world. The dream objects are illuminated by the inner light of the consciousness. And in the dream state, there is no interaction with the gross physical objects. The Atman or the self, it is engaged in the inner world of the thoughts and the images. The semicircle, it symbolizes illusion or maya, ignorance, avidya. And this semicircle separates the dot from the other three curves. That thus it is the illusion or the maya that separates the self or the Atman from becoming one with the infinite. This semicircle is open at the top, it does not touch the dot, and this means that the Maya cannot cover the Brahman completely. And if ignorance were absolute, liberation would not have been possible. Therefore, the semicircle is drawn open, and we have to overcome this semicircle to meet with infinite. The fourth state, Bindu, Turay, absolute infinite. This is the state which is hidden from the self by the illusion. This state cannot be described in words or even imagined by the mind because it is beyond the both intellect and the mind. It is incomprehensible and unthinkable. It is beyond three gunas. It is gunatit. It is a bliss and non-dual state. The mental agitations are stilled and it is a mindless state. This state is experienced during the silence that follows after the chant Om. When the mind becomes silent, it merges with the state of the pure consciousness. Now the question comes, if we cannot explain Turai, then what is the purpose of Turai? This can be explained with the help of the desert. The person who does not know the nature of desert will run after illusory water of mirage, thinking it to be real. But when he comes to know that it is because of optical illusion due to atmospheric refraction of light, then he no longer runs after the water. The realization of self as Ture destroys ignorance, desire, attachment, and aversion. Thus, we have seen that in deep sleep, the mind is latent. In dreaming, the mind is restless. In waking state, it is active and motivating. In all the three stages, the truth is not known. But only it is in Turay that the truth is known and the Jiva is destroyed and all that remain is Brahm. Om is called the universal mantra. It is called the Shabd Brahm. This is because the various parts of the vocal organ that are used to produce all sounds are used in the pronunciation of the Om. Now the Om is made up of AUM. The sound A, it originates from the lowest part of the throat, and in this we open our mouth. The sound U, this is the rolling forward of the impulse which starts in the throat, and this ends with the closing of the lips, which is a sound of M. Thus, all the parts of the vocal organ which are needed for uttering all words are used in speaking Om. And in the Chandogya Upanishad, it is said that as the spike or the branch of the tree hold all leaves together, similarly, Om hold all the speech together. Which means that without the presence of Om at the beginning of the mantra, all the following letters will fall apart. And this is the reason why Om is spoken in the beginning of every mantra. Om, it represents the eternal cycle of manifestation and dissolution, the continuous rhythm through which the universe operates. Om is made up of AUM. A is akar, it represents the manifestation or creation. When we speak A, we open our mouth widely, and this opening signifies expansion. And we know that the universe began with the expansion. U, ukar. This is the sound which flows smoothly from the back of the mouth towards the lip. In this, the mouth is neither open fully or nor it is closed. It represents the sustaining vibration, a bridge between beginning and end. This very flow symbolizes the preservation or the sustenance. M, makar, it represents the dissolution or the contraction. When we pronounce M, our lips are closed. This closing signifies withdrawal or contraction. It is a return of the creation back into the source. After AUM, after Om, there is a silence. Now, this silence is not emptiness, but it is the absolute infinite. AUM, as it represents creation, preservation, and dissolution. Therefore, it represents Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. It also represents three guna of Prakriti, that is Rajas, Sat, and Tamas, the fundamental qualities of Prakriti from which the entire universe is formed. Thus, Om is not just a sound, it is a Brahm itself. Om is Anahat Naad. Anahat means unstruck, and Naad is a sound, vibration, or resonance. Om is a sound that is not produced by the collision or striking of two objects, but it is self arising, eternal, subtle. It pervades the entire universe. Now, to understand this, we have to understand that as per science, everything in the universe is in one or the other form of the energy, and everything in the universe is vibrating. Matter is not solid at its core. Atoms, which form everything around us, are mostly empty space and they are vibrating energy fields. And according to the Einstein's equation EmC square, matter is simply condensed energy. The universe is not made of things, but it is made of vibrations. And this is what is mentioned in our ancient scriptures. Before creation, there was a pure awareness, absolute stillness. Creation started when the Supreme wanted to manifest. That is a desire to become many. This desire created a span, a subtle pulse, or a creative impulse. When this subtle pulse became expressive, it manifested as a vibration or naad, and this naad is known as Om. This naad is called Anahat Naad, the unstruck sound. Vibrations, they became energy, energy condenses into the matter, and the matter forms structures. Thus, the universe came into the existence. Galaxies, stars, planets, living beings, all are the structured energy which is expressing itself in the different forms. Om is also called primordial sound or vibration from which all the forms emerge. It means that it does not come after the creation of the universe, but it was there before the creation. The three syllables of the Om, they are not chanted in equal proportion. Now, it depends upon the practitioner's stage of spiritual development and which chakra the person wants to activate. By prolonging one syllable over the other or by extending a particular sound for a long period of time, the practitioner, he focuses his awareness and vibrational energy on the particular chakra. In the end, I will say that Om is not just a sound, it is a vibration of existence. It is the same energy that moves galaxies, it moves through your breath. The same vibration that shaped cosmos resonates within your cells. Om is not outside you, it is not separate from you, and when you chant it with understanding and devotion, you are not creating the vibration, you are aligning with it. There is so much about Om that if you really want to go in deep, then please read Mandukya Upanishad or Taittiriya Upanishad. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this, then kindly subscribe it, like it, and share it with others. I'm also thankful to all the sites, to blogs, and to books from where I have taken the content for this video and also the pictures which I have used in making this video. Thank you very much.